Hello. Hey y'all, hey, let's get into this amazing reading for Nolan Wells. You guys keep asking me for different readings, and so here we are. This reading is alleged and for entertainment purposes. Sometimes the tea is hot and sometimes it's not. You have to watch the video to the end to determine for yourself. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're always here, welcome back, friend. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Again, this reading is for entertainment and spiritual discussion purposes only. These are alleged energies, intuitive impressions, and symbolic interpretations based on tarot. This is not stated as factual reporting, and viewers should use their discernment. Remember, I don't throw shade, but I do shed light. Is that all right? All right, it's working is the energy that I'm hearing when I just bring up his energy. It feels like energetically he's saying it's working. In the past couple of energy readings, there has been this kind of like not disconnect, but this low vibration, and so it does feel like his vibration, I mean, if you want to think about it like inflated, that's what it feels like it feels like there's a balloon and there's, I guess, air being blown into an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, but also just him feeling rejuvenated or feeling, I don't know if I want to say emboldened, but it feels like he's receiving light energy, light force. And so in my last reading, I was saying, there's certain things that you can do for spiritual energy, for energy in the parallel universe to help them, to assist them. So it does feel like there's some assistance in that regard. It feels like, thank you, Spirit, there's this idea of something working. It's working. And that's the energy that I'm picking up. His energy saying it's working. Also in this time where it feels like there was like his energy was low, I was calling on his spiritual advisors to assist me in this reading, but it does feel like I can call on him again to assist me in this reading. One of the names that you guys have been saying is it, hold on, let me look. Traceston and Nolan. So I'm going to get into that energy right now. Sending collective energy, love, and light. So Nolan, tell me more about Traceston in regards to your passing. Anything you want to share, moving in love and light. Yeah, he's saying, Traceston, tell the truth. He's saying this is time to be honest. Thank you, Spirit. Truthful communication, integrity, divine intervention, surrender, and reconciliation. It's almost like he's even extending his hand from the heavens to say, look, I'll help you be honest, but you need to tell the truth, Traceston. Yeah, he's acknowledging this is a one-horse town. It's time for you to leave. It's time for you to overcome this obstacle and return to your place of peace, strength, resilience, home, right? He's like, over here, you're eating the grass because you think the grass is greener, but it's not. This is going to create more pride, ego, people-pleasing energy. He's acknowledging that this is, there's boredom, monotony, small-mindedness, branch out, move on, novelty is needed. He feels like Traceston is sweating like a sinner in church, filled with nerves, worry, confession, coming clean, apology, integrity is needed. He's hiding behind his higher intuitive self because higher intuitively he knows that his choices are subpar, low vibrational. Your choices are a direct reflection of what you believe you deserve. It also feels like he knows that Traceston is surrounded by all of this multifaceted energy, meaning it's juggling and jumbling. Multiple people are involved. For Traceston, it is raining cats and dogs. He's acknowledging that this is a temporary intensity and this too shall pass if you release it. And if you, thank you, Spirit, and if you cleanse yourself of it, this all has to deal with a passionate relationship that Traceston is aware of. Not listening to his higher intuitive self, filled with pride, ego, people-pleasing energy. There's sexual energy, creative energy, and emotional energy. Thank you, Spirit. And Traceston knows about this. He's acknowledging that this is the windy road that you've chosen, sir. And at any moment, you can get on a more straight and narrow path if you choose. Interesting. What would you say directly to Traceston? Batshit crazy. I want to say, bro, like you're batshit crazy. And you care too much. He's acknowledging you are mean. 2 cards. You can do hard things. Like, do it. Because it feels like this is hard for Traceston, but he's like, you can do hard things. And you threw shade, and I sent a prayer. So he feels shaded by you. And even though you shaded him, he's still throwing prayers. Okay? You are protected. Wow. Wow, this is such an energy that is like, let it, release this. Tell the truth. Like, put it out there. You are protected. Wow, that's deep. Okay. What does Traceston know, Nolan? What does Traceston know? Tell me more about y'all's relationship. Traceston knows about the revenge. Look at the hands. These are feminine hands. Every time I read on Nolan, this is always a woman, a girl. It's 2 girls, 2 women, a woman and a young girl, like not a young girl, like not like under the age of 18, but I'm just saying like that young woman, and then an adult woman, mature woman. But anyway, he knows about the revenge that this woman wanted, the heart, right? Because of a situation, because of him pulling up on her and her pulling up on him. Traceston knows. Yeah, because while she was kissing him, be that Nolan, somebody else was in her head crying because he's thinking about her. She's thinking about him. It always comes up like a threesome, like a triangle of sorts. And Traceston is aware of the spell work. Okay? Traceston is aware of the fling-ting. Okay? It always comes up energetically, allegedly. Tell me more about what Traceston knows, Nolan.
Hey.
Thank you, Spirit. Traceston knows about how Nolan was restricted, how Nolan received obstacles, resistance, and or delays behind this. I was also going to say death threats, energetically, allegedly. Now, remember, nothing I'm saying is factual. This is a spiritual discussion. But he knows how Nolan was restricted. Also, in my other reading, Spirit is telling me again, it feels like Nolan was placed somewhere against his will. I've said that several times where he couldn't get out of something or somewhere. Yeah, Traceston is aware of the delays that this caused. That Nolan was delayed, that it created delays, that Nolan was waiting on something or someone to come, but there was delays to it. He's aware of the shocking details on the cell phone that just keeps coming up, and he's aware of the boundaries that were made, okay, between this woman and this man, locking him out. I'm not supposed to be talking to you. You cannot come in, but yet he's coming forward, right? And he's aware of the endings when it comes to Nolan, the imbalance, this big man versus this very little woman, which creates a lot of imbalance in the relationship. And how that connects to Nolan, my goodness, it just keeps coming out. How Nolan had to exit, and that there was a hidden person that Nolan didn't know about. Tell me more about this relationship, Nolan. When it comes to Traceston, what did Traceston know? Okay. This card wants to come out. She saved Nolan. Interesting. Oh, whoa. Thank you. But now he's dead to her. Okay. This is Sagittarius energy, fiery energy, passionate but yet chaotic. She was tired of his shit. And she don't care. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Tell me more about Traceston, Nolan. Thank you. There's a doctor involved when it comes to Nolan, and Traceston knows about this. This doctor has come out several times in my Nolan series readings, energetically, allegedly. Nothing I'm saying is factual. This is a spiritual discussion. He's also acknowledging that this doctor has also connected to a very rich woman. And there's a lot of money on the line when it comes to Nolan. There was evil eye because of a single, sexy, and successful girl. This comes out each and every time. And there's this energy of these people, including this, stealing from Nolan mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, and or financially, in a house. When someone appeared to say hello, and this person that said hello is a karmic masculine, coming for the rising star, coming for the nice guy, Nolan. And these folks know about it. Nolan is a starseed. They were obsessed with the starseed, the light. They manipulated the starseed. And thank you, Spirit. This was something that someone gave the okay to. Someone who sits high. Someone who has a lot of power. Okay? And Traceston, thank you, Spirit. Traceston knows, energetically, allegedly. Traceston knows. Traceston knows that he was blocked. But also that Nolan was blocking this energy. He was resisting this energy, resisting whatever they were trying to do. Mentally, physically, emotionally, and or spiritually, right? What else does Traceston know, Nolan? He knows about him not having enough money. Now, this is interesting. Not having enough money to do what? He was broke. Now, this could be financially, right? Or mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. He's also acknowledging that Nolan was carless, meaning he could not move. He could not get into the car. He could not travel. There was car issues, issues with movement because he was broke. He's acknowledging that Nolan was someone who was always winning. Okay. And there's a lot of hate because he was a winner. Like, he was just naturally talented. But then we get running coming up. So what is Traceston saying when it says running? Why was Nolan running? Oh, look at this. Look at this. He was running because this woman was clout hungry, says anything, does anything, makes shit up. She was threatening, intimidated, threatened, and bothered by Nolan, so she threatened him. And now she's fishing for comments, looking at things that happen in the water. But also this creates a lot of emotion for her. Could also include a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. That she hit the jackpot. She felt like she did. And there's a lot of money on the line. But also that she was a happiness hater, seeing him with someone else. She is stupid, low IQ, and calling on ancestral energy. So it does feel like Traceston energetically, allegedly, knows more than what he is saying. Wow. Tell me more about Traceston Nolan. Energetically, he's saying that he needs just one person to come forward, just one. But with Traceston, he is working very hard. He's being very diligent in this whole thing. Like, he's working tirelessly to have some sense of achievement, to master this skill. He's just working really hard at it. But he's clinging on for dear life because it's not working. We do get the Six of Cups. This also acknowledges that he has to heal his inner child, but this has created a lot of childhood issues for him, childhood wounds, like he can't move forward, stuck, right? And he's repressing his feelings with the Ace of Cups in reverse because he's thinking about his family. He's thinking about family in general, all right? So he's been isolating himself as well, too, with the Hermit card in reverse. Spirit is acknowledging, he's saying he's arrogant with the Knight of Wands in reverse. Anything else in regards to Traceston? Look at this card. Traceston has been working with them. It's teamwork. Traceston is a part of this team. They've been working together to acquire some form of foundation, some form of abundance, some form of achievement to reach a goal. There's a lot of teamwork when it comes to Traceston. He's acknowledging their secrets when it comes to Traceston. With the High Priestess, he's not listening to his higher intuitive self. He's acknowledging Traceston is stubborn with the Nine of Wands. And he's also acknowledging, because of a King of Pentacles, a father figure who has a lot of money. He has a lot of power and a lot of control. Go back to the first reading I did on Nolan. Okay, so what's your message to Traceston? I don't know why he's asked me what's my message to Katie. Now, that's crazy. Okay, let's get this deck right here. Well, first of all, he's acknowledging that this relationship, somebody was watching in the back with the Devil card. This was an attachment, obsession, mental health issues, addiction, intimate encounters. Okay, what else do you want to say to Katie before we close out? What's your message? What's your message to Katie? There's a lack of belief. She's going to be giving up and surrendering with the Seven of Wands in reverse because of this gavel, because of law and authority, because of intelligence people are thinking, because of justice. You guys, listen. Every time I read on Nolan Wells, the Justice card comes out, because there will be fairness. There's cause and effect, honesty, consequences, and legal matters. And he's acknowledging she knows about this woman. Okay, justice. Is this the judge? I don't know. You guys do the work. But he's acknowledging there will be justice, Katie, when it comes to this woman, this mother, because there's this energy of her being trapped in this, Katie. dealing with mental health issues. Second time the devil card comes out. It just came out when I asked about him and her, right? So I'll put that down there. Thank you, Spirit. There's addiction, abuse, obsession, and hopelessness because Katie, he's acknowledging that you rub shoulders with these people. Three of Pentacles, second time this card has come out. Goals, hard work paying off when it comes to Nolan. He's also acknowledging when it comes to Katie, there is overindulgence, no social life, canceled events with the Three of Cups, no money, overspending, a lack of opportunity, Ace of Pentacles in reverse, a fear, a lack of confidence, self-doubt, Strength card in reverse. Katie, he says that you were a supportive lover. You were pretty, feminine, shy, daydreaming, and emotional. And that there was something that you guys were celebrating. It could be just that holiday, but there was celebration, love, social events, new beginnings. Y'all had come together. Fertility, that's interesting. Okay, last message. And she's waiting, and so is he. He says Katie is playing it safe. She doesn't know what to do. Okay, with the Two of Wands, she's overwhelmed. Dealing with emotional detachment, indecision with the Two of Swords. With the Moon card, whatever's done in the dark will come to the light. She's filled with anxiety, hidden enemies. He's like, trust your intuition. With a Ten of Swords, cut ties, there's betrayal. There's a dead end and failure. She's trying to play victim. Energetically, from this woman who has a lot of money, a thriving big business. Pregnancy constantly comes up when I read on Nolan, but this could be intention, incantation, a manifestation, and or a child. But he's acknowledging that these women know each other. Katie and this powerful, wealthy woman know each other. Y'all call me back.